I'm gonna put this into my. All right, here we go. Okay, let's try this again. How's everybody doing? Uh, like I say, I mean, I know I've been a little late, a little late before, but this was kind of ridiculous. For some reason, like I say, I was going back and forth between this and the laptop, trying to get things to do right there, and let's see, okay, I'm trying to. All right, so we got the chat. It should be visible. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, now I'm gonna sign in back on my laptop and see if I can at least see. That way, just in case I don't see the chat on the phone, I can at least see it on the laptop, just like my boy EJ the Supreme does. Yeah, had quite a storm here in Shreveport. That's kind of I guess it affected some things around here, but it's kind of odd. It seemed like I could see if it was still storming right now, because it stormed earlier today. I could see if it was still like that, and maybe that was interfering with the live stream there. But yeah, the storms passed, and I don't. So yeah, I have no idea why on earth that would be interfering with anything here. I mean, it's the calm after the storm, as they call it. This when the striker is supposed to come out. That's what we finna talk about. As soon as I get signed in on here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sign in right here. Let's see. I guess this is the. Okay, apparently this is not the right one. Okay, I don't see myself on here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try this one. And this one should be it. All right. I can see myself on here. Okay, turn it down some now. So, all right, I'm in the chat. I should be able to see what's going on. Just gonna test it out with a message. Ah, yes. Okay, so it's working. All right. So, I'm I can see myself. Yeah, give me just a second there. I gotta. Just a second. Ah, that's better. All right. Okay, so now that we started, I guess that's one disadvantage about my phone. I can't, cause see, usually if I was on my laptop, like I got it up on the laptop, but if I was like originally on the laptop and my phone was free at the moment, I could just message other people and stuff like that. But apparently, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So just hopefully everybody shows up and everything there. Uh, it's really bites, yeah, because like I say, I'm kind of used to having used to have at least having the message out. Like I did get the message, but like having the link and stuff like that around. So yeah, we're gonna. So all right, so yeah, today's live stream, yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking about Star Striker #3. I'm gonna see if I can say, yeah. Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna copy the link. Okay, and I'm going to let's see if I can bring up Discord on here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Discord. No, it's on here. Oh, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up this card. I'm gonna try to reach. I'm gonna try to reach my main hitters here, and it's gonna take its. Okay, okay, it's coming up there. I'm gonna try to reach my main hitters, but yeah, this right here is what we're gonna be looking at right here. Star Strike. Yumiko number 3, the Supreme Star Striker. The title of this one. Um, Definitely with the likeness based off of Edwin Josh Sherman, also known as EJ the Supreme, or here on YouTube, the One EJS channel. So, and of course, last live streams had this book first, Yumiko 1, which was Brownie to the Rescue, and then Yumiko number 2, Hiko's Magical Time Arises there. So, yeah, so it's continuing on. Almost kind of make me think of the MCU with the different ones that is on there. Let's see. And wait, what? Character on our. Okay, I really do not. I'm really not concerned about your robot hamster. Don't ask. Okay. Okay, sorry if it's kind of getting off to a slow start there, but like I say, there's technical difficulties. I'm trying to get trying to get everybody in. Yeah. All right, let everybody know I'm here. Okay. Okay, not right now. Okay, can you get off my screen right now? Jeez. Come on now. See, when you want to, that's the thing. When you want to try to go on and get stuff done right then and there, that's when it wants to be all slow on you and stuff. Okay. And I'm gonna put it right in my group, of course. Let's put the link in mine here. And also to my direct messages. No, okay. Okay, so you want to be smart with me. Yeah, so okay. EJS Central. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Still wrong one. Okay. Okay, back to direct messages. Okay, EJS, yeah. All right, live now to EJS. I've also sent it to. Also, make sure definitely, let y'all know why I'm trying to get this here. Make sure you definitely, check out, like, you seen, like, my different, not just the live, but different videos on the channel, stuff like that. Definitely like, share, subscribe. Say, get our available books, like the one we're about to read, and the series it's attached to. And definitely support us on that Patreon. Just like old EJ the Supreme, Big Sis Casey and Iceman Universe, and check out their channels as well, along with Queen Tina. Like I say, see what they all got. Miracle Crew members as well as also Patreon members as well. See all what they got on their channels, and definitely just like you're hanging out with us here. definitely hang out with us on Discord, like I'm on right now, um, and and also definitely Facebook, and we can still each other some stuff on that Macari app. So I guess maybe if I do like a repost, I might do a repost of this for like replays for people to see. Um, I tell you what I might do. I might just make this. I might just make this kind of a filler stream there. Cause like I say, cause I really, this did not get off to a really good start. Uh, but like I say, I'm just here. Uh, yeah, so I might, what I probably, I hate to have to do it there, but no, no, I might keep going. Yeah, because it already says give me Kanawa, so yeah. Hey, what's going on, EJ? EJ the Supreme in the house. So, all right, yes. Sorry, I'm a little disorganized. Like usually I really because I'm not, which I know you do too, EJ. I know you do with your organization there in your own style there. I usually try to have like the title, the thumbnail, and up and everything, all that. But we had like that rough storm come through here. Matter of fact, I got home from work just as it was already raining and stuff. But I got just as I got home from work and got inside the house, it came down heavy. Um, it was a tornado warning and everything. So, but see, this is the thing I don't understand. It's calm now. Like, okay, the storm's over with, and for some reason, like I tried to, I'm on Discord letting everybody know about the stream, but for some reason I can't get the live stream to come up on to activate on the laptop. I tried to email myself the thumbnail and everything so I could set that up. It wouldn't even go. The email wouldn't go through, but the picture and again, like I say, the circulating of the stream wouldn't activate on my laptop for some reason. When I said go live, it wouldn't do it. It was like I'm going live, but it never did. So I don't know what the deal is with that. What so that's why I'm doing it on here. Like I say, yeah. So like I say, like I say, we're gonna um go into this. Like I say, I was kind of like, well, maybe I should just come back Thursday, but you know, I think I'm just gonna go do it 'cause like I say, it needs because I don't know what might come up Thursday. Thursday ain't no telling. Um, let's say I do plan to do a stream Thursday, but like I say, who knows what might happen that day. So since I'm on here, yeah, like I say, might as well get into it. Got somebody else in here, got another like. Appreciate that there. Oh boy. We'll bring back up chat. Um Now I am on the chat in the live stream though. I mean on the laptop, sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat on the live stream, but like I say, yeah, hopefully I'll be back on the laptop tomorrow there. So, but we're gonna do it here. Do it. That's like I posted there. I gotta give the people what they ask. Gotta give the people what you said there. What's wrong? What thing? Oh, really? Over I-20? Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, if it was as rough as it like, 'cause, I mean, they said a tornado warning earlier, so and it was on. And matter of fact, my phone said it was on the ground. So, yeah, if it was like that, man, I definitely, yeah, trust me, I'm pretty sure it was bad everywhere else. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go into this there. Yeah. So, and let's say, I get. Oh, let's see. I guess people would have to skip to the 15-minute mark. The ones that watch the replay, if they want to just get right to the book. So, yeah, get that 15-minute mark if you want to go past that intro of me having technical difficulties. So, all right. Yummy, Yumiko novel number 3, the Supreme Star Striker. You see Star Striker here. Thanks to Big Sis Casey for detailing and coloring it and everything. All right. So after after his first adventure in Yumiko, Samuel E. Princeton dons cape and cowl to become Star Striker, the Shreveport defender that strikes like a star. Flora offers to be his fairy partner, and the duo manages to foil a robbery at the all-time Discovery Center. However, the Crook's boss plots to get revenge on them. Find out what happens. And you can see got a little Flora on there. Star Striker's little fairy partner. And of course, spoiler, there is the picture is a little bigger in the back at the page will turn. Yep. Also detailed by Casey. Yep. Now, of course, yeah, I did draw and sketch them, but then, yeah, like I say, sent them over to Big Sis Casey. She got it detailed and colored, like especially. Let me check out. I may have mentioned it before, but just check out Star Striker's hair right here. You know, he got like check out. It is like you see the black. Like he does have black hair, but you notice that you are able to see like a difference between the hair and the background there. So it doesn't, and even like the mask. So you got different shades. It's sort of in a different shade of black there, which really helps with making it where it don't all completely blend in, like everything is completely black. So yeah, that was I really like that. It sort of almost kind of makes his hair look like like a dark brownish a little bit. Still kind of, I would still say it's kind of black, but like I said, I do like how she did that though, and put the little details in the hair though. It does, yeah, it definitely does help with the picture and make it stand out make him stand out with his mask in the background. All right. And you got another little picture. See Flora kind of peeping in on him. And I see my stream here on the laptop's kind of behind there. Oh well. At least I'm signed in there. Okay, so missing me. Not me with the beads. And one other thing I was gonna do. I was it got the whole technical difficulties kind of irritated me a little bit earlier, but I was intending to open before I started reading the book, doing a little homage to you, EJ, going, "We're reading you, Miko." And what is it? It's novel 3, the Supreme Star Striker, and he is the Shreveport defender. Yeah, so yeah, a little stuff like that there. All right, so let's get on into this. Now, you got me doing the yawning now. Just like, I think, I think that might be my next short right there. Gabe uses yawn attack in a Pokemon battle. That might be- So, one night in downtown Shreveport, on the rooftop of the Shreveport Convention Center stood a boy dressed like a superhero. He had on a light gray sleeveless shirt, a with a yellow star on it, black sweatpants, blue tennis shoes with a yellow star on them, black gloves, a black mask, a yellow headband with blue stars on it, and a light blue cape. He, as Edna would say, no keeps. He looked out at the city, brooding like he had seen other superheroes do in the comic books he had read. The wind blew against his hair and cape. He was very serious and in deep thought, thinking of the type of superhero he wanted to be and what other people would think of him. After that, he began the monologue to himself and said, I am not your ordinary kid. Here in Shreveport, born and raised. I will patrol these streets day and night to keep them safe. Almost sound like you're about to start the Fresh Prince rap. A few moments later, three crooks wearing ski masks entered the all-time Discovery Center. Their names were House, Monty, and Gee. As they stared in marvel of all the various machines, they had no idea the boy was watching them. Check it out, fellas, said House. This is a big score tonight. I don't know what the plan for all this is, but I hope it's good. Yeah, perhaps we'll be selling it somewhere for some major books. Oh, I wonder what that was there. For some major books. Yeah, it's a good thing the boss was able to shut off all the alarms and provide us the keys, said Monty. No one's ever going to catch us now. The boy thought to himself, that's what they think. On that note, he threw some smokes. Okay, the yawn's getting annoying now. Okay. On that note, he threw some smokescreen bombs, causing a lot of smoke to be released that blinded the crooks. Then the boy quickly took out his retractable bow staff and knocked the crooks to the ground. The boy raced toward the exit and said, Hey, you knuckleheads! Bet you can't catch me! House managed to spot the boy going out the exit. As the smoke began to clear, he ran after him. Once he got outside, he didn't see the boy. He looked around as Monty and Gee got up and came outside. Okay, wise guy, shouted House. What's the big idea? A wise guy, you say, huh? Said the boy with a grin, and the crooks noticed him standing by their van as he said, Well, this wise guy is going to kick your tails. Monty and Gee picked up some nearby poles, and Monty said, Let's ice this little punk. Oh. Hey, what's going on, me? How you? And Janara, y'all are here, okay? Yeah, good thing I got it on the laptop because I couldn't. For some reason, the phone didn't show. Yeah, so for some reason the phone didn't show the chat, but okay, now it's showing them. But yeah, okay, yeah, I see now. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Glad y'all was able to make it and everything. I do apologize for the late start and also technical difficulties earlier. Yeah, this Shrinkport's. I don't know if it's the storm that did it or not, but my internet is. I mean, it's working now, but it was really. It was really driving me crazy today. There, I mean, even Like my wife and I, we were trying to just watch some. We were just trying to watch some on the Tubi app, and yeah, it was just going crazy. So yeah. All right. So hold on a second. But yeah, it was just going crazy on me. So all right. So anyway, uh, going into this, I gotta keep my eye on here just in case. So the boy, they, oh yeah, why? They Monty and Guy picked up some nearby poles, and Monty said, "Let's ice this little punk." Yeah, I agree. They agree. Yeah, agreed Guy. They, we'll show him a thing or two. The two ran toward the boy, but he jumped out of the way at the last minute, and the van door opened on his own. Then this caused Monty and Guy to fall inside the van. "Why, you little brat," said House, charging at the boy next. The boy went to strike House with his staff, but House grabbed it. As House and the boy pulled at the staff, Monty and Guy got up and grabbed the boy from behind. This allowed House to take the staff. "Now you're gonna get it," said House. He was just about to strike the boy with the staff, and the van drove off down the street. Monty and Guy dropped the boy quickly and ran after the van. They're like, "Oh no!" Oh, ran off, ran like that. House dropped the staff and ran after them. However, the boy threw a bunch of shurikens at the crooks, knocking them to the ground again. Then they were magically tied up as the van came to a stop. The boy vanished, and moments later, the car came and stopped. Inside, there was their boss, who was not pleased at all as he stepped out the car and quickly untied House, Monty, and Guy. Then he said to them firmly, "Get your butts in this car this instant with your Three Stooges looking selves." The trio quickly got inside the car along with the boss. Then, as the boss started driving, he said, "Talk to me, House." We were, we were about to start getting the machines into the van, but a kid dressed like a superhero came and ruined it for us," said House. "So, let me get this straight," said the boss as his anger rose. "You got beaten by a baby?" "Well, actually, House said it was a kid, not a baby." "No, wait, that's Monty. Oh, wait, wrong one, Monty." "Well, actually, House said it was a kid, not a baby," corrected Monty. "Yeah, and technically speaking, a baby wouldn't be able to fight the way this kid did," added Guy. "Shut up!" shouted the boss as he stopped the car and turned around to face Monty and Guy. "Don't ever correct me when I'm talking to you pathetic idiots." We're sorry for correcting you, boss," said Guy, shaking in fear. Monty was shaking in fear too as he said, "Yeah, we promise we won't do it again. Honest." The boss was silent for a while. Then he thought to himself, "It looks like I'm gonna have to call in a favor to teach that kid a lesson he won't forget." Y'all stay with me 1 second. I gotta turn this air off here, because it is getting the temperature's kind of dropping. It's getting a little cooler here, making my nose run here. Y'all stay there for just a second. Okay. All right. How about that? Cause the temp drop and the air blowing on me was really kind of irritating a little bit, making my nose. Yeah, when it get cold, like, no, it's supposed to be springtime, supposed to be warm and stuff, but yeah, it's been dropping a lot lately. But yeah, it should heat up pretty. It should do some major heating up. Probably like start next month there. Ooh, all right. Hey, I okay. Yep, me still there. Yep. Mm-hmm. Nara. All right. So anyway, hey, me. Meanwhile, Flora had poofed the boy home into his room. There, he took off his mask, revealing he was Samuel. Not bad for your first night, she said. Thanks, said Samuel. Of course, you were a major help with that van. Ah, it was nothing, said Flora. We're like Food Cat and Food Bear, said Samuel. Well, in your case, a female version of Food Bear. Hmm, I think we're more like a Peter Pan and Tinkerbell duo, said Flora happily. Then she became angry as she continued. Definitely better than that little Miss Wendy. Never understood why he liked her over Tinkerbell. Ah. Flora stomped her feet as she turned red and flapped her wings rapidly. Then Samuel placed his hand on her shoulder, saying, calm down, Flora, it was just a story. Flora's wings stopped flapping as she became her normal color. She stopped stomping and took a deep breath and said, yeah, but that story was real at one point, like a lot of things in Yumiko. She got closer to Samuel, placed her hands on his shoulder, and asked, you wouldn't banish me like the way Peter did to Tinkerbell, would you? Of course not, said Samuel. I never banished someone as cute as you. Flora looked deeply into Samuel's eyes and asked, do you promise? I promise, Flora, Samuel answered. Flora smiled, looking into Samuel's eyes for a while. She was about to ask him another question until they heard footsteps approaching from down the hall. That's my mom. You gotta go, whispered Samuel. Okay, said Flora. She quickly poofed Samuel into his pajamas and asked, by the way, what's your superhero name gonna be? Samuel quickly thought for a second and then he said, the Supreme Star Striker, because I'm the Shreveport Defender that strikes like a star. Awesome, said Flora with a smile. I'll see you later, Star Striker. She winked and poofed away back to Yumiko. Samuel quickly got into bed to go to sleep, just as his mom, Lisa Princeton, entered to check on him. Oh, and made me think of Fresh Prince when Will had that tape recording of him making it look like he was sleeping in the bed. man, man, like call something. Then you pull the cover away, which is an Egyptian head with some comic books. Mm. Oh boy. And Carl was like, you know how many times he could have snuck out like this? So now we're at the second chapter. The next day, Samuel, Hiko, and another friend of theirs named Brian Valentino Robinson arrived in Yumiko at the Barnhart City Fire Station number 1 really early. Brian was introduced to Brownie and Mr. Fluffles. After that, Brownie told the boys he was going to take them on a tour of Barnhart City once they had breakfast. Brian was also introduced to Julie, Tim, Melina, Flora, Gerald, Dashtail, Billy, and Emily. Anna arrived introducing herself to Brian, Samuel, and Hiko. Then everyone went into the dining room. Before they started eating, Mr. Fluffle said grace over the food. I'm gonna I'm gonna try a different voice for Mr. Fluffles this time. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed all of us gathered that trust in him. We thank you for this meal we are about to receive. Let it be a nutritious blessing for our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen. I think that Morgan Freeman voice is a little bit better and also easier on my throat too. The other voice I did last two books kind of was a little too raspy for me there. After Grace, Brownie stood and said, "Before we start eating, I would like to announce that Anna's going to start training to become a firefighter." Everyone applauded and congratulated Anna. "Thank you," she said. "It's a real honor to be a part of your team ever so much. I promise to do my very best and help keep everyone safe in the city, which includes my family." "I believe you will be a great firefighter," said Mr. Fluffles. "And you'll be able to do some beyond fire missions," said Brownie. "Well, I suppose that will make me a hero like all of you," said Anna. And she looked over at Hiko, Samuel, and Julie and said, "And speaking of heroes, it seems you three didn't even have to wait till you got older to become heroes." "Well, I did. I had to do what I could to save my grandparents," said Hiko. "And there was no way I was going to let him go alone," said Julie. "And neither would I," said Samuel. And after that big adventure and rescue, I decided I wouldn't just be a hero, I'd be a superhero." "That's right, everyone," said Flora in an excited tone. "He's the Supreme Star Striker, the Shreveport Defender that strikes like a star, with me as his adorable partner, Flora." "Wow, that's cool," said Tim. "So do you have any superpowers too?" asked Melina. "Well, not exactly," said Samuel. "But I have been debating on that. The gadgets I used were great, but some superpowers would be nice against some of the enemies we've encountered." Well, "Well, you could try having both," said Gerald. "Yeah, like the best of both worlds," said Hiko. "Now, the only question is, what superpowers would you have?" "I would say solar powers like Ultra Cat, but maybe slightly different." Everyone thought for a moment, and then Samuel said, "I got it! Since I mentioned that I strike like a star, I could have star powers with super speed and super flight." "Hey, that's a great idea," agreed Tim. "No enemy would ever see that coming." "But how would star powers work?" asked Melina. Brian explained. It would it would allow him to emit exploding bursts of hydrogen and helium together, like an actual star in the solar system. Also, it would be the source of his speed and flight. Also, that means I would be moving faster than a shooting star," said Samuel. However, that kind of power is risky," warned Billy. "Due to how hot stars are, you could possibly create a solar flare or wind like the sun." Mm. "If you do end up with that kind of power, you should practice learning how to focus it," said Julie. "Don't worry, you guys," said Flora. "He'll be fine as long as I'm around." "That may be," said Julie, "but learning how to focus your powers is still important. Sensei Fluffles had to help me learn how to focus when I discovered my powers through samurai training." "I suppose some training would be a good idea," said Samuel. "I might learn some really cool moves and combos, like in wrestling and football, to use on the bad guys." Wrestling and football, he says. Indeed, said Julie. And I suggest. Like, well, that's all fine and dandy, Julie, interrupted Dashtail. But if you really want to learn some combos, be a great superhero, I could train you to be one. You're going to train him? Asked Emily suspiciously. Yes, I will, answered Dashtail. After all, I am also a superhero myself. I am the Squirrel Avenger. Under this identity, I have taken on many criminals here in Barnhart City, and even had to help my best friend Brownie a few times. I also fought crime alongside the grand superheroes of the Johnson region, like Ultra Cat, Thora the Thunder Rabbit, Aqua Pig, and even Food Cat and Bear. All in your imagination, said Brownie. You see, Gerald, Billy, and me all used to watch the Squirrel Avenger on TV with Nashville at his house while eating some tasty chicken nuggets. Yeah, I remember that, said Billy. Dashtail's mom cooked the best chicken nuggets. They were tasty. Mm-hmm. Especially with that barbecue dipping sauce, said Gerald, licking his lips.